Hello there, I'm Scott Stilling and I'm here today to light up your world. That's right, I am here to talk about fireflies. Now let's begin with the basic question. What are these luminescent beings of wonder that we call fireflies? Fireflies are familiar, radiant reminders of our youth. But few realize that these insects are actually beetles, nocturnal members of the family Lampridae. Fireflies are among the species that are bioluminescent, meaning that they produce their own light. The light they produce comes from a chemical reaction in the abdomen. But more on that later, because up next we will have a scientist enlighten us on this chemical reaction. Why do they light up, you ask? Some say the lighting exists to warn predators against their taste. This theory proves itself in the fact that even the larvae of the firefly tastes incredibly horrible and lights up. The other reason? Love. Males use lighting patterns to capture the attention of potential mates. So next time you see a firefly, keep in mind that the flickering isn't just a wonder of light. It's also a unique and sometimes deadly language of love.
Whoa, how does this happen?
I don't know, man.
Well,
Thank you, Scott Sterling, for that illuminating information. Now we must ask ourselves, how do they light up? The answer is a chemical reaction that takes place in the firefly's abdomen. However, some chemicals need explaining, so I'll go into those chemicals. The first component of this reaction is luciferin, which is a solid, and that's the pigment that can glow. We also have firefly luciferase, that's right here, and that's an enzyme that speeds up the reaction. It's a catalase, and a catalase is a substance that can cause or accelerate the reaction, and it also triggers the light. Now we also have PP with the subscript I, which is an inorganic pyrophosphate and which is separated by heat. It's an enzyme that speeds up the conversion of one molecule of pyrophosphate into two separate phosphate ions. And if certain people were paying attention in a certain chemistry class, we all know that phosphate is PO4 3 negative. Next, we have ATP, which we all know as adenosine triphosphate. It's an essential nucleotide present in all living things, and this is needed in the cells to create energy to help produce this light. And next, we have AMP, which is down here. It's a cyclic adenosine monophosphate, and it's a second messenger. It's important in many biological processes, and it's derived from adenosine triphosphate, which is also ATP. Now, the chemical equation itself is a little complicated, but we can cover it. Luciferin, which is the pigment that gives the glow, combines with oxygen with the presence of energy, and then yielding with luciferase, which is the enzyme that speeds up the reaction, creates oxyluciferin, so the luciferin with the oxygen, carbon dioxide, also with AMP, which is the adenosine monophosphate, with diphosphate, which is just two phosphates, and then light. That's the light we are looking for, so this reaction creates our light. Now this is the case because ATP is used to make the electrons jump up and down energy levels, and with this, light is emitted. Although this chemical equation might be complicated, after going through and understanding the reactants in the products, I hope I enlightened you.
Why do you care?
Like 4th of July fireworks, cool swims, and lazy vacations, fireflies are a sign of summer. Many of us have cherished these lovely little fellows, catching them on a summer night and running through fields as if they were strewn with stars. I remember this for me too. When I would catch the fireflies, it was the highlight of my summer. But sadly, kids today may not grow up with these same experiences, as fireflies are now endangered. Fireflies are dying out and they may go extinct. They're disappearing from land, marshes, and all over the world too. And if it continues, our summer nights may be a little darker and a little less magical. Believed causes of the disappearances are pollution, human activities, and artificial light because they disrupt the natural mating of fireflies, which therefore decreases the numbers. These are things that we are causing. These are lives we are destroying, and these are biochemical magicians we are killing. Luckily, because we are doing this to them ourselves, we have the power to stop it. What can you do? Take care of the little lives that represent hope in the eyes of the children of America today. My fellow Americans, help the light live.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and